Hi, Velkommen, my name is the Nordic Dane, and today we're going to do an unboxing video of an Elgato Key Light. Now, I've heard so much about the Elgato Key Light, and this will actually be my first ever Elgato product. Currently, I have a somewhat of a 3-point light setup. I have a light up here that used to be mounted on top of my camera. I think I bought this for like 40, 30, 50 bucks, somewhere around there, and it was basically like a solution that I needed in the beginning. It was part of my first setup that I had. It came with a stand that I can put on top of my camera. I have since upgraded it, so now it's on a microphone boom, so I can basically move it up, down, to the side. It's not super stable on that microphone arm because it's a $10 microphone arm, but for now that is what I'm using it for. Then I have a giant huge light over here, which is basically a big umbrella light, which is also why I actually don't want to use this one anymore. Simply, it fills up so much space and it's so bright I can't change the intensity at all, and so that is actually what my key light is going to replace. Then last, I have a small lamp over here, basically filling up some of the side of me and also a little bit of the background as well, just to show what the different lights does to my face. This is my face, which is lit by all three of them. I have now turned off the fill light. This is how the light is with just my lamp, and as you can see, my green screen is basically not working at all. And this is the light that I have with the fill light and the lamp. As you can see, it also doesn't cover up the background that I'm using, and as you can see, I'm also not lit very well. So let's take a look at the box that I have and let's see what's in it. So here it is, a giant big box that I bought from, I think I got it price matched from Best Buy, if I remember correctly. Opening presents is always so satisfying. I feel like a kid on Christmas. Here it is, the Elgato Key Light. I am very excited to use this in my future streams. One of the things that I'm really excited about is also the stand that it comes with, because a lot of stands, including the one that I'm using for the big light here, is very fragile and very easy to break, and also it tips over so easily. So I'm excited to get this that can mount onto the desk that I'm using at the moment, and hopefully also it will be a strong and sturdy one. One of the things that I'm also looking very much forward to is the ability to control it with the Wi-Fi. Now, let's open this bastard. Oh, apparently I opened it from the wrong side. Also, this is not sponsored at all. This is me using my own money to buy it, and honestly giving my actual opinion rather than being sponsored and having to make something sound good that isn't. Not that I'm saying that this isn't good. I don't know yet. I haven't had one of these before. And away with you. So it comes in a, I don't know what this is called. I'm glad that I checked which way I opened it, because I feel like it would have, yeah, it would definitely have like fallen out if I hadn't. Elgato. Okay, here's the mount, the stand itself, and that is definitely way heavier than I thought it would be, and way more sturdy. Like, this is actually, I mean, you can almost kill somebody with this. Holy, just for a reference. I did not expect that. Yeah, and so it comes with a way for you to extend it. There you go. I did not expect this to be this tall. Like, that is really tall. I did not expect that. That is super awesome. Now I am gonna make it a little bit smaller because I don't need it to be this tall. It also comes with a really sturdy clamp here. The problem that I've been having with a lot of those $15 microphone stands is that the clamp is really bad. This one that I'm using here is really, like, see how it's still being shaky and all. The padding here is not the best, but not the worst. It does have double padding, so both on the top and the bottom, which is really good for preventing any kind of damage to your desk. But this padding itself is not that thick, and I feel like that could just have been maybe a tiny bit thicker than what it is here. Next up, I think we have a box of cables. Yes. In this box of cables, not only do you have the charger itself, which is kind of big, what I really find interesting is the fact that it comes with all the sort of plugs that you need. For example, I am from Denmark, so usually I would be using this, but because I'm in the States right now, I will be using this. Basically, you can just exchange them onto this one. There's also a small piece of paper in this with the safety instructions. Okay, I'm gonna need that. just in case. And then lastly, wrapped in, wow, this is thinner than I thought it would be. Wrapped in some sort of paper bag, we have the light itself. Really thin. I did not imagine it to be this thin. I like that. It's semi-heavy. It's not super heavy, but it's not light either. Let's connect this bad boy. Here it is. As you can see, it's quite big actually. Like the size of it is bigger than I thought, which is really good. Let me try and mount this and see how it is. I'm gonna turn off the big light so you can see how it looks. So this is how it looks right now when I only have the fill light. Let's try to connect this bad boy and see how it lights up. Perfect. It is now connected, set up. It's right up here. I put it very high up. I might change that later on. I don't think it's at fully brightness because that is not super bright. Like I feel like my other fill light here is even brighter than the Elgato at the moment. There is a installation software that you need to download in order to make this work. So I'm gonna go ahead and install that for a second. That took probably like an hour. Me trying to figure out how to like bypass the school's Wi-Fi. It did not exactly work out the way that I thought it would, but I think I've come up with a temporary solution. This is just with the fill light that I had, and then I have my lamp here to the side, but it is now working. You can set the temperature to however many percentages. You can play along with the color temperature. I have chosen 5600 Kelvin simply because it matches the Kelvin that comes out from these two, and to get a more consistent overall look, and it also makes it easier to white balance. But now I just have to play around with the settings to find exactly what I like and how I like it. So this was how I had it before. As you can see, this side is not lit up well and gives me like a huge shadow. It has almost like a divide. When I do my other light that I now gotten with the Elgato Key Light, it looks like this. And as you can see, I am now better lit here. I still haven't changed the fill light, even though that's the one that's coming from that side. I haven't changed it, but I'm also not as white as I was before, so it gives a more even rather than having a very definitive line and rather having that big shadow. As you can see, the background is now also working better. It was pretty simple to set up. It would not have taken more than, I want to say 10 minutes setting everything up in total if it wasn't because I had that internet issue. This is definitely one of the easiest things that I've ever set up. Now I'm going to use this for a couple of weeks, see if I'm actually happy with the product, and also because I have a Elgato Stream Deck that I want to combine it with, and I want to try and see how those two work together. So I will try this out for a couple of weeks and then I'll be back. It has now been a couple of weeks, and as you might have noticed, it doesn't look as good anymore. And there's a simple reason behind that. The fact that I needed to use one of my lights for some videography made me have to dismount it, and now I only have the key light, which I'm kind of surprised how much it's lighting up just for that one key light. That is the only light that I have in my room right now, which is super amazing. The reason why I haven't attached the light back is simply because I accidentally may have bought something on Black Friday, and it might have been another key light. Whoops. But I really enjoyed it so much that when this was 25% off, I actually bought another one. So let me set this up and then you'll see how it looks with two key lights. And here we are. I have now set up my second key light, and as you might have noticed, there is no difference. Apparently this key light is not working. I have now tested the key light and I found out that it's actually not the lamp itself that's not working, it's the cord. For some reason the cord is not working. So I'm gonna write to Elgato, can you send me a new power cord, or do I really have to turn in the whole lamp and everything since it's just the charger that's wrong? So for now, I will be back with an update at some point. And we're back. It has definitely taken a little bit more than just a couple of weeks. So what happened was that I called Elgato and I talked to them and said, hey, I've been trying to use this new Elgato Key Light with the old cord and it's working, but the new cord is not working for either of them. Can you send me a new replacement? Yeah, it sounds like you already tried to troubleshoot it. I'll just go ahead and put in a work order to send that to you. It took a week, then I had it. I put it up, everything is working. As you can see, the light is amazing and I really enjoy it. I feel like this light is so much better than the old ones that I had. I have nothing but good things to say about the Elgato Key Light, except for the price is a little bit expensive. The price point is currently at $200, and I wouldn't have bought the second one if it wasn't because I could get it 25% off. So if this is something that you want to invest in, I definitely highly recommend go in and put in a price alert so that you're notified in case the price drops, and you can then buy it for a cheaper price. Therefore, my final verdict has to be 5 Viking helmets, simply because of the price tag removes that one helmet that I would otherwise have been giving it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Please like and subscribe this video, and if you haven't already, go to Twitch and give me a follow there. Here I stream a bunch of variety of games, and I hope to see you in the future. And as always, vi ses!